Hello, Wake Up New Zealand, Karasaki speaking. Tane Mahuta, the breath of life, whilst the Reserve Bank of New Zealand plans to control your life and money through the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. So, reshaping of finance in New Zealand using a worldview of climate change. That is their strategy. Using Tane Mahuta, raising Maori investment at a 2020 Maori Investment Capability Conference in Tauranga, 13th of December 2020. Assistant Governor of the RBNZ, Christine Hawkesby, as she spoke about her past history in investing for iwi, and her opening speech to all authorities, to all voices, to the many tribes, the chiefs gathered here. Behold the breath of life. My name is Christine Hawkesby. I come from Rangirora. My river is, my mountain is Mount Cook. I reside in Wellington. I work for the Reserve Bank. She gave special thanks to the tribes who called her there to the gathering to focus on iwi Maori investment. She said that she had past history with iwi in investing their money. This is how the Reserve Bank is building its own capability to the Maori world, the Reserve Bank Te Ao Maori approach. A policy protection, participation, engagement, a cultural partnership with Maori values, customary practices, behaviours, embedding Maori culture in developing art and storytelling. Yes, storytelling. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand, our central bank of New Zealand, storytelling and re-storytelling. So, I was always warned about storytellers. We called storytellers liars. So anyhow, this is how the Reserve Bank is building its own capability in the Maori world. Tane Mahuta to reconnect or to connect with the stakeholders in the story of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Christine Hawkesby went on to say Mataranga, Mary, the Earth Mother, and the Sky Father embraced so tightly that life was shrouded in darkness. Tane Mahuta came along, separated them to let the sunlight into the world. Hence, in the same vein, the Reserve Bank came in existence so that our unique economy could flourish. That unique economy that in January 2020 was printing off so much damn money, they were warned. Grant Robertson was warned by the Reserve Bank that, inflation is going to go sky high. House prices are going to go sky high. At one stage, they were printing off $1 billion a day, and they didn't listen for 13 months. This is before the pandemic, and this is the Reserve Bank that flourishes under Tane Mahuta. So she goes on to say, Tane Mahuta is part of the forest and guardian of the forest. The Reserve Bank is the guardian of the financial ecosystem, climate change, doom and gloom. The greening, financial greening, ensuring Tane Mahuta will not wilt and lose mana. And she goes on to say, you'll see changes in our Wellington and Auckland office. Reserve Bank of New Zealand mandating, aligning with Maori values acting as guardians by taking sustainable views of wealth and well-being. Sustainability. UN Agenda 2030, UNWEF. So wealth and well-being, the parent guardian of money, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, its monetary policy, part of the network of greening the financial system. So moving on, let's look at this and BlackRock's launching with the government. Megan Wood saying, well, we don't care where the money comes from this asset manager. It could come from military selling arms. It could come from their investment in coal mines, as long as we get the damn money so we can do our greening. So here we have BlackRock has green plans. BlackRock Asset Management, a valuable investment opportunity. BlackRock profiting of the so-called climate crisis, has positioned itself to make wealth no matter how, as they play both sides of the coin. Whether a government addresses climate change or not, they're there to make their wealth. The world's biggest asset manager, Larry Fink, the owner, CEO of BlackRock, is on this executive committee, the special committee that's chaired by Klaus Schwab of the WEF. So, BlackRock, that invests in oil, gas, and coal, is under investigation as to their affiliation to companies in China that manufacture military for the CCP. Now, that's happening right now. So they capitalise trillions of dollars in public investments in green industries, but the taxpayers are the ones that are at risk in New Zealand. So BlackRock is a financial giant that just can't lose. So the Reserve Bank and their Tane Mahuta narrative is just a little smidgen in this huge realm of BlackRock investments and its immense wealth and power. So whilst governments demand their coal mines close down, like our government, BlackRock is the biggest investor in coal and fossil fuels. BlackRock manages nearly 60% of all global assets invested in ESG, that's themed ETFs, the Ponzi scheme. Climate change or no climate change, BlackRock's going to make its wealth anyway. So BlackRock remains the single largest institutional investor in coal, with nearly $109 billion invested in that industry. So Tane Mahuta and the greening of the financial system of New Zealand using Tane Mahuta monetary narrative. BlackRock doesn't give a toss. The investments they've got in global news, global corporations, news channels, TV, you name it, they're everywhere. Tane Mahuta and the Reserve Bank's narratives are nothing. This corporation would eat this country up, but you know what? This country is not for sale. This is a message for the New Zealand government, the Reserve Bank. New Zealand is not up for sale. Wake up, New Zealand.